And how did you write other subjects?
They were okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay. And who else is in here? Umolimo, how was your side? Oh, she left. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we will start. Remember that on Tuesday we did question 4. Yes, we did question 4 and question 10, right? We did 4 and 10 done. I'm just gonna crop the other ones out. Let's see. Yes, we did this one. So today we're gonna do this two. Hopefully we're gonna finish. Do we have any question with regards to the questions that we did on Tuesday?
No, ma'am.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I want us to start with this question 9 and then we'll do question 4, or is it 4 or 3? I think it's a 3. And the first one that you see here, they says study the shape below and answer the questions that follow. So you have a shape here, which seems to be having like 2 shapes. Yeah, 2 shapes. I mean, if we have a straight line between here, let's do this. Is it white? Is it black? Okay, black. If we cut it like this, we end up having 2 shapes, 2 regular shapes, or shapes that we know. And we have the dimensions of all the, not all the sides, but dimensions of the sides. Now they say, the first question says, calculate the perimeter of the shape. Now, before we answer the question, what do you understand by the term perimeter? Guys, are you still here? Guys, are you able to hear me? What's happening?
Yes, ma'am, you can hear you.
Okay, how do you define perimeter? In your own words.
Is the surrounding, or I don't know, ma'am, like the full shape, the surrounding, the outing of the shape. The outside, I don't know, but like the full calculation of the surrounding area outside,
Perfect.
not inside.
Perfect. And now what's going to be our perimeter for all this? I mean, no, not all, but this shape that you're having here. But so how are we going to calculate for the perimeter for the shape that you see here?
Ma'am, we have to add the length of
All the outer sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I'm still calculating.
Okay, Daniel, have you calculated already? How are we going to calculate for this? Or how did you calculate for this?
Ma'am, you're going to plus all the numbers that are given and the one on the side which is not given, but then you're going to half it by 10 because it is the half of the square since it's a rectangle, and then it's going to give us 50 altogether by adding them all together, like
Wait,
passing the
wait,
length and
wait,
width.
wait, wait. What did you say? How did you get to the 50?
I added all the numbers surrounding and
Which
plus the
is?
width 20, 10, 9, and 6, and
Mm-hmm.
the and half of 10 because there's another number by the side.
Half of 10. Why is it half of 10? How do you know that it's a half of 10?
Because it looks like half of the square.
But you see, when you're dealing with these things, you cannot say it looks like something. You have to have a proper reasoning, ne?
Okay.
So, yeah, so if you say it looks like it, that means it's absolutely wrong because something may look like something, but you may find that it's not necessarily like that. You get so you have to your feelings, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Zavigano.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Busisi, are you done? What did you do? You were still there. How did you calculate for the perimeter of this shape? Okay, Bigano, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. This is what you're gonna do when you're calculating. Ne? So this 20 that you see here, it's from here up until here. Okay, it's from this corner to this corner. And then the 6 that you see is from here to this is from this corner to this corner. Right? And then the 9 is from this corner to this corner. The 10 is from this corner to this corner. Right? So now what you're gonna do, you have to calculate for this corner to this corner, and again for this corner to this corner right here. Okay, so how are we going to get for this side? This side. So for this side, you're gonna say it's going to be this one that is unknown is going to be equal to 10, which is the total, minus this part here. So you can get this one. So it's going to be 10 minus 6, which is equal to what? To 4. Okay? Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then that means it's going to be 4 centimeter. And then to get this part, you're gonna take of the one to this one, and then minus this part that is to use. It's going to be 29, which is 7 centimeters. 11 centimeters. So when we are adding everything, you're going to say 20 plus 10 plus 9 plus 6 plus plus are you guys able to hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not sure if you're able to hear the whole thing. So I'm gonna ask if you understood how we calculate for our first question 9.1.1. Do you have any question or any part that you missed?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So do you understand how we calculate for the unknown length?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, now that one, they say calculate the area of the shape. Guys, are you able to hear me? Hello? Are you able to hear me? Proceed. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, I can hear you, but you're cutting.
Guys, are you able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My network is bad today, so let me just try to do this thing and let's see. I'm just going to wipe these. So we can be finished. Okay. Now that we completed for the 11 and the 4. It's 11 a 4. Yes, a 4. To calculate, yeah. And you see that with both which are both what you call the rectangles. Yeah? So you're going to say length, you're going to use the formula of length times breadth to calculate for the area of both these two shapes after cutting here. Now you new shapes. It's going to be length times plus length times breadth. For this first centimeters multiplied by 9. So it's 10 and 9. So it's going to okay. So it's going to be 11 centimeters multiplied by 4 centimeters, and then you're gonna add the two together, and then we're gonna have our final answer, which will be the area of the shape that you see right here. Why did my screen go off? But guys, did you get me? Did you guys get me?
Ma'am, I couldn't hear you because you were cutting.
Okay, cool. So I'm saying when you are going to calculate for the area of these two shapes that you are having after you've cut this into two pieces. So you're going to have two shapes with both rectangles, right? So when you calculate for area, it's going to be the area of not a triangle, but a rectangle is length times breadth. So that means you're going to have length times breadth plus length times breadth because both of the shapes now are rectangles. Okay, so we're going to end up having 10 multiplied by 9. 10 centimeters multiplied by 9 centimeters is going to be for the first shape, and then 11 centimeters multiplied by 4 centimeters next shape. So you get what it is. Doesn't have so in shapes for Guys, are you able to hear me now? Did you hear what I said? Hello, guys. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if it continues like this, I'm gonna need you to take screenshot of this work and then you do it, and then you send it to me because I'm not sure what's happening, why it keeps on kicking me out. I'm gonna share the screen again and let's see. Did you guys hear the second part when I calculated for the area? Did you? Guys, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. I will move to 9.2. 9.2 says below is a closed rectangular box, and then you have the dimensions there. And then the first question says calculate the volume of the box. So we know that the volume formula is length times breadth times height. Ne? So in this case, our length is 6. So you're going to take the 6 centimeter multiplied by the breadth, which is 3 meters, and then multiplied by the height, which is the 2 centimeters. So it's going to be 6 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. All have meters, meters, and meters. So it's I think 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So I think the answer is going to be 36 meter cubed. 36 meter cubed, but I'm not sure because I didn't use a calculator to calculate for this. So in case you get a different answer, in case you get a different answer, you can tell me what you got. But that's not really important. Now let's move to number 9.2.2. 9.2.2, they say draw a net of the box. When they say draw a net of the box, they basically want you to unfold all the sides. You unfold all the sides, okay? So what you're gonna have 4 sides that are equal, and then 2 sides that are equal. So this side is going to be equals to this one that you see that I've drawn there, and then this 4 are going to be equal. This 1, 2, 3, the other side, and 4, which is the base. So you're gonna have something like this, and then let's do this, and then you have something like this, 1, 2, 3, and and 4. You're obviously going to use a ruler now, so your things are going to be more neat. Yeah, so you're going to have something like this. So when you draw it, you should be having 4 sides that are equal and 2 sides that are equal. 4 sides must be long because remember there's a rectangular box. Are you following? Do you have any questions so far? Are we all good? Are we all good, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. 9.2.3 says calculate the surface area of the box. Do you know how we calculate the surface area of these box? What are the dimensions that we're going to use for the surface area?
Ma'am, I think it's length times width times height.
The surface area, ne? the area.
Yes.
So when they want the surface, the area, you don't multiply three things, but you multiply two, ne? Because if you say length times breadth times height, that means your answer is going to be m cubed. Whatever that you get is going to m cubed, which is, is a volume. When you have a square, that means it's an area. So that means when you're having an area, you are calculating you're calculating for two things, which is the length times breadth. Ne? So because you have like four surface areas, ne? You have four rectangular shapes, and the two other, they're also rectangle shapes. But they are small. It has a length of 3 and a breadth of 2. And the other one has a length of 6 and a 2. So what you're going to do, you're going to say 4 multiplied by length times breadth in brackets, ne? Because you want to get the surface area of just this side. Ne? And then you're going to multiply it 4 times, because we have like 4 shapes that are exactly like this first one. Do you guys get my point? So we're going to say your 4, and then we're going to open our bracket and say, wait. So it's going to be this one. It's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, this one is going to have a 2. Okay, no, I'm making a mistake here. We're not going to say 4. Let me try to wipe this. Ne? Okay, so the surface area of this one and this one that you see at the back there, they're gonna be the same. They have a length of 6 and a breadth of 2. Ne? So it's going to be 2 into 6 meter multiplied by 2 meters. Ne? So we calculated for this part, which is this one that I'm shading here, and also this one that you're seeing here. Let me wipe this so this can make more sense. Yeah, so we see the two shapes have been calculated for, and then now we're gonna have what? We're gonna have this one. We're gonna calculate for, let me use a different color. So we're gonna calculate for this one. Remember, this 3 and this 3 are equal, ne? So we're gonna calculate for this one with a 3 and a 6. So we're going to say 2 into 6 meters multiplied by what? By 3 meters. 3 meters, okay? And then the last one, we're gonna have what? We're gonna have 3 and 2. So we're gonna have a 2 because it's a 3 and 2. That means this one is going to be a 3 and a 2. So we're going to have 2 multiplied by 3 meters times 2 meters. And then we're going to get the answers. After getting all the answer, we're going to add them together. And then that's how we're going to get the surface area of the box. Are you guys following? And what is the answer for the first one, second one, and the third one? Guys, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much are you getting?
Ma'am, for the first one.
24.
Yes, ma'am. I got 24.
24 meters squared. That means we're going to have a 24 meters squared plus. Then for the second one, which is 6.
Ma'am, I got 36.
36 meters squared And for the this one, is it a 12?
Yes, ma'am.
12 meters squared. Now that you have everything, what you're gonna do, you're gonna add the answers. And this is 60, 72. Is it a 72?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that means the area or the surface area of the box is 72 meters squared. Okay, do we have any question? Do we have any question? Okay, I'll take that. All of you understand. Okay, now let's go to question 3. They say, question 3 says, write 3,540,000 in scientific notation. How are we going to write it in scientific notation? Guys, are you still there? How are we going to write it in scientific notation? My calculator. Busisi, how are we going to write this in scientific notation?
It's gonna be 3,54 times 10 to the power 6.
So 3,54 times 10 to the power of 6. And okay, and that's absolutely correct. And let's look at number 2. 3.2 says a mix of peanuts and raisins contains 5 peanuts for every 2 raisins. They say write down the ratio of the peanuts to raisins. Peanuts to raisins, not raisins to peanuts. We can know how we're gonna write this in ratio of peanuts to raisins.
Ma'am, I'm not sure.
And what is your answer? The one that you're not sure of.
It's going to be 5 to 2.
Okay, so you say the answer is going to be 5. 5 is to 2. And
Yes.
this is absolutely correct because you started with peanuts and then followed by raisins. You started with peanuts, which is 5, and then followed by the raisins, which is 2. So your answer is correct. They say if the total number of peanuts and raisins in a mix is 84, calculate the number of peanuts and the number of raisins. If the total, how are we going to calculate for this Busisiwe? Lucy, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
How are we going to calculate for this?
Ma'am, I think we're gonna use the ratio. Like, ma'am, to set up an equation.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, I used some variables.
Mm-hmm.
I said let P equals number of peanuts, and then let R equals number of raisins. And then, ma'am, now I said P plus R equals 84.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ma'am, I said P, I think it's P of R. Ma'am, may I please check something first?
Okay. And Wiganyo, how are you doing it?
Ma'am, I think I'll say 84 divided by 5 is gonna give us
And why are we dividing?
I'm not sure, but like I took the 5 from the equation that was given above us and divided it by 84, and then I was gonna do the same with 2.
Okay, cool. Okay, if we have a bag and it contains what? It contains 5 peanuts and 2 raisins. What is the total number of raisins and a peanut, peanuts? If we have a bag that contains 5 peanuts and 2 raisins, how many peanuts and raisins do we have in a bag? Guys, do you hear me? Okay, so we have a total of 7. Now we have, because they say 5 peanuts, so you're going to say 5 over 7 is going to be, in a bag is going to be for what? For peanuts, ne? Peanuts. And that means the ratio, and also 5 plus. So this is going to be for raisins. So to get the value of the raisins in a total, or in a bag that has that, you're going to say 84 multiplied by 2 out of 7. And then for this one, you're going to say 84 as well, multiplied by 5 over 7. And then you're going to get the answer. So it's 84 times 5 over 7, 84 times 2 out of 7. Then you're going to get the value of the peanuts and the value of the raisins. Are we clear? Did you guys get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, let's look at 3.3. They say a car travel a distance of 300 kilometers at an average speed of 65 kilometer per hour. How long does it take to cover, how long does it take the car to cover the distance? the car travels a distance of 300 kilometers at an average speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Now they want to know how long, they want to know time, how many hours, how many minutes, how long does it take the car to cover the distance, the 300 kilometers, if it travels at a speed of 65 kilometers. So the formula that you're going to use here is that one of a speed is equals to distance divided by time. So your speed is equals to distance divided by time. Now, because we want to know the time, you're going to make t the subject of the formula. So if you make the t the subject of the formula, that means what? That means you're going to have time being equal to distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed, not 8, but speed. Because we have the distance, which is 300 kilometer per hour, and then we have this the speed, it says 65 kilometer per hour. So that means you're gonna have let's see 300 divided by 65, and let's see what is gonna be the answer.
Ma'am, ma'am, I got 4,6.
4,6. So that means it's 4,6 hours. Now, do we have 4,6 hours in time? Can you say the time is 4,6 hours?
No, ma'am.
And what is going to be our final answer? How many minutes is 0,6? Hours. And then this one will obviously be minutes because it's hours. So I want to so you're going to say 0,6 multiplied. We have 60 minutes. You're going to multiply by 36. I got 36. So that means it's 4 hours, 36 minutes. Okay, are we all good? Did you guys understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do we have any question?
Ma'am, I don't have a question.
You don't have any question?